Hey, what's up everyone, back again with another Dodgy Dave the Car Salesman video. And today the title is DSP has no money for vacations. It's a sad story, one I think we should all take a look at, and already my heart is breaking, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Now Dave, take it away.
Do I ever miss Connecticut and the East Coast, or is West Coast better? As I've said many times over the years that I've lived here, I lived in the East Coast my entire life until 2014. I moved out here, so I've been out here for almost 8 full years now. This June will be the 8th anniversary of me living in Washington.
8 beautiful years.
There's definitely positives and negatives, you know. The things that I miss from the East Coast, my parents, I don't get to see them, right? I talk to them once a week, but I don't get to see them. And, you know, that is a big thing where I used to have...
Dude just pulled earwax out of his ear on stream. Look, he's looking at it. Dave, the effort is so minimal. So minimal.
A meal once a week with them and, you know, have holidays together. We don't have that anymore. There's not much I can do about that. They're older. They can't come out here. And I don't have the time or money to go out there. Especially with COVID, too. That kind of screwed everything up.
Time and money. Well, he's got the money and he's got the time. He sets his own schedule.
But outside of that, what do I really miss about Connecticut?
And they always give him money to bail him out of problems.
For Italians like me, there's authentic Italian food there. There's no
they could buy a plane ticket to go see him.
West Coast, just being honest. The people out here who think they know Italian don't. A lot of it is Americanized Italian that's not even close to what's authentic. The pizza.
Oh, Dave, the Godfather, the Italian Godfather. Hey, Swaggins, I owe you.
Out here's a joke. There's out of all the places I've eaten pizza out here.
You get those pay pics, and you tell them, and I want my money.
There's one place that makes East Coast style pizza, and they're considered, no lie, a gourmet restaurant where the pizza costs incredibly expensive prices because it's the only place you can get East Coast pizza. Outside of that, every place I've been to is terrible, not even close to real pizza. I mean. I lived,
he means ordered from.
In Connecticut, I lived about 10 minutes away from an incredibly authentic Italian-style pizzeria. The owner is an Italian guy who's been making pizza his whole life. It's so good, you know. I lived another 5 minutes away from a restaurant that did crazy Italian dishes that were so good. Eggplant rollatini. You ever heard of that? It's crazy fucking good. You know, authentic chicken parmesan and stuff like that. You know, really good.
So far, he misses his parents and he misses food. I mean, not his friends, not Rambo, not Howard, not the other 2 guys on Project 7. Respect the pack. All he's thinking about right now is his goddamn stomach and his mum, and how he ain't got money for them 2 things. Doordash every day. You know, he's got. We know he has it.
Stop. And I can't.
He's got other things to buy. He needs that Ultimate Warrior card.
You know, that's one of the things I really miss about Connecticut is the food. Also, some of the local stuff in Connecticut, like the Duchess fast food chain, or there was a place called Tomlinson's where I lived. Those are crazy good places. You could get all kinds of stuff, not just burgers, but like different kinds of sandwiches and stuff. And they don't have anything like that out here. It's all chains. Like literally out here is all chains of stuff you've heard. You know, Burger King, McDonald's and shit.
I'm willing to bet, because he orders Doordash every single day, as we know from the bank leaks, it is practically every day is DoorDashing, sometimes twice a day. He hasn't been out in, oh God, imagine, like, he's not been out. It's not, I can guarantee somewhere in Washington there's an authentic restaurant, as he calls it, with an Italian owner or a whatever owner, Mexican owner, for whatever kind of food he wants. He just needs to leave a damn house instead of sitting here moaning.
Or local places, but they're not American. Like there's local Vietnamese places, there's local Japanese places, there's local Mexican places, and that's all well and good. I like that food, but man, I would love to just get like an Americanized place where there's sandwiches and stuff, and there's nothing like that out here. Nothing.
Yeah, Washington's the middle of nowhere.
So
I mean,
the food is the one major thing, and the other thing is,
he's lucky to get
I really
fed.
like going to Bearsley Zoo. I lived about 15 minutes away from Bearsley Zoo, which was a really cool zoo in Connecticut with all kinds of animals. I would go at least once a year, and I really enjoyed doing that. And that's, you know, there is a zoo out here. It's in Seattle, but it's about an hour drive. And
it's not an authentic tiger zoo.
And in the entire time that I've lived here,
with a real tiger, man.
And since my wife moved here, we've only went there once, and we want to go back. And every year we swear we're going back, and we just never have time to do it. We just never go. You know, sucks. That's
Unbelievable.
life, man. When you get to be an adult, this is the thing.
Still ain't mentioned his friends, by the way.
You have all this free time and no means to do anything you want to do. When you're an adult, you have all the means to do things you want to do and no free time to do it.
All right. For us normal people out here who go to work 40 to 60 hours plus, then probably have a family or college work or something to do when they get home from their job or whatever, then you want to stream or make content on top of that. You find a way, you make time, you sleep less, you know, so out of touch with reality.
That's the flip side. Zoya, thank you for the super chat. I don't talk about personal stuff about my wife and I's past because sadly people on the internet are scumbags. And
was his wife an assassin? Was she a hooker, Dave? Was she a samurai warrior? What's so secretive apart from the fact that you met her online on Tinder and you swipe right?
Have personally used personal stories and things like that against me in the past.
How are we going to use it against you?
And my other past and stuff like that. I personally do not talk about personal details.
The difference is between this one and the panda is that the panda was like 17 years old. At least this one's of legal age.
Other personal stuff because there's too many shitheads on the internet who would really use it to hurt us.
Shitheads on the internet. Who are them people?
So I'm not doing that, okay? And I know, no offense, I'm not mad that you asked the question, but I'm just not going there. Do I plan on making a summer vacation this year? I don't know how we could.
Oh,
I keep
God,
telling you guys, like, I'm in a situation
people load him
where
up with these questions.
I have to stream as much as I do. And even then, I'm barely making ends meet because of all the situations that keep happening. Last year, I was in a position where things were getting good.
Right.
And then what happened? I get kicked out of the Twitch partner program for no
Threatening
reason.
kids and jerking off.
And then my identity gets stolen, and that sets me back thousands of dollars. So now it's like I can't take time away. As much as I would like to say, oh, let's take a week off and have a staycation. 2 days, my wife and I will just stay home and do things around the house. One day we'll go to Seattle and go to the zoo.
Isn't that fun? Me and my wife will take a day off and do things around the house, play with a Hoover and stuff.
I can't do that. I can't not have income for a week. I will literally not be able to pay my bills. So maybe eventually I'll get to a position that's better, but I can't. It's just the life I'm living.
He's never getting into a position when he's better. That's the whole problem with him.
Dude, I can't pay my day-to-day bills. Right now, my bank account is overdrawn. I'm not even kidding you. Right now, my bank account is overdrawn.
A hype popular game.
There's no money for retirement. At one point in my life, much earlier in my life, I was saving money for retirement, and that's all been spent because I had to spend so much money to make ends meet out here. So
Dave lives in a whole world of contradictions. He contradicts himself. He's in such a web of lies and bull.
Basically, the way I see it, my life completely changed in 2017. Both my personal
Panda went back to school. I was left with a house and a lot of debt.
And professional life. It was like hitting a reboot button. Because that was the year that basically I met my now wife and we started our relationship together. That was the year when I changed from being a full-time YouTuber to being a full-time streamer that was interactive, and I do things like this now instead of just.
That's because YouTube don't pay like Twitch does.
You see, like that. Literally, 2017 was the reboot of my life, and since then, my life is just better and better. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you guys, I really feel every day is the best day of my life moving forward.
Does he look sincere to you? This is one of the best days of my life moving forward. All this, oh, I'm so happy crap. Does he look happy to you? He looks like he just wants to get out of that chair, go upstairs, strip down to his boxers and play some WWE champions.
It feels like that legitimately every day. I can't wait for the next day. That's an amazing feeling. It has changed my mindset about life. It really has. And if you haven't noticed,
this is like that Boogie video that is just released, where he just sits there with cats around his neck.
I feel like a lot of things about me have changed since 2017.
I'm so happy.
So, yeah. But that's what I mean. Like when I say, oh, my old life. Yeah, I actually feel like everything before then was kind of like the lead up to my real life. And now I feel like I'm living it, you know?
I definitely think that the last 11 years have been
Here we go, a contradiction.
of my life. Even with the highs and lows that I've been through, I've experienced more and become more open-minded and more of an intelligent, mature person in the last 11 years than I've done my entire life before then. And I mean that. I really do. You're stupid.
Oh, let's see here. Navajo69 did a super chat, says, why do you think you have so many trolls? I don't even want... Navajo, you don't want to know the truth?
Oh, no.
The more I talk about it, the more time I waste. Literally, the moment that I even mention trolls, it's just a waste of my breath at this point. I'm not even going to address it. Seriously, I fuck them.
Oh, Dave. Don't be so mean.
Kevin Murphy did a super chat, says, how'd you meet your great wife? I literally just said we're not going to talk about that, and now you're asking it again. So I'm just going to say thanks for the super chat and move on.
Yeah, thanks for the money, dummy.
Trolls will arrive shortly, trust me.
When will my tips go?
Yeah, when the trolls arrive to pay him, it's fine.
Here's the thing. If every stream I was hitting my tips goal, I'd be in a good position right now. Seriously. Like, I'd be able to pay everything. And maybe even be in a more comfortable position when it comes to having a little excess, so that way I have money. Right,
that annoys me. Sorry, I know I'm pausing again. Excess. Now, we know from the bank leaks that he has Doordash 4 to 5 times a week, sometimes twice a week, plus the wine he buys all the time, and the money he spends on microtransactions, aka WWE champions. Now, this is where he winds me up, so I try not to pause too much.
For, things going wrong, improvements to the business, etc.
Just telling his fans how they can give him more. It's
I had to increase my tips goals last year when I got kicked out of the Twitch partner program.
We're jerking off again. Leave your mustache alone.
Consistent income coming in from things like the paid subscriptions and cheers on Twitch than I do now from YouTube. Even a year into it, I'm not close. I was way up here on Twitch.
This guy needs gifted members. That's what he needs.
Every month, maybe
so his fans can give him gifted memberships. This is the only way he's going to survive.
It is what it is. Have I ever considered living outside the U.S. like Italy or Germany? Well, here's the thing. Interestingly enough, I could do my job wherever I wanted in the world as long as I had good internet, right? It really wouldn't matter at all. I could do this from any place on the planet.
When he says good internet, they're not sending him to the middle of Kazakhstan. He has this kind of weird thing about internet. It's pretty freaky. That's why he's got 2 lines in his house. It's you don't need that good internet. You just need average internet. Jesus Christ, this guy.
Do I have the means to do that? Of course not. I can't move out of the U.S. I don't have the money for it.
It's tied up in 2 houses. A lot of these
countries aren't like the U.S. In the U.S., you literally just fucking show up and you're here, right? In these other countries, you got to go through hoops to even get in. You got to show what are you here for? Only a few countries. Are you for tourism? Are you here for a job? What is your plans? And then they follow.
First off, you don't just turn up to America and they let you in. You have to get a visa, etc., and a check. Second of all, he's not going to get to somewhere like Australia and everything because he hasn't got a trade, so he's not going to turn up to Australia and they're going to say, what do you do? I made Project 7, man. Oh, come on in. Come on in, mate. And he's not coming to the UK because, heaven forbid, if he comes anywhere near us, I'll be in danger.
Follow through, and if you don't follow
doesn't
through,
like the trolls.
They kick you the fuck out. So imagine if I just went to, say, Italy. Oh, I'm moving here. I want to live here. I want to do this job. They probably have a million qualifying factors.
Yeah, but there's a fact that you're not Italian. Help. I want to move to Italy. I'm Italian. I want to be able to Italian pizza. Oh, can I come home, please? No. You're an idiot, Dave.
To even show that you want to become someone living in Italy, and if you don't qualify, they say, fuck you, you can't come.
That's exactly what they say. Right at the embassy. You turn up to the embassy and they go, fuck you, you can't come.
Fine, but then you got to get out at some point, right?
Well, there's our boy Davey, having another little cheeky moan about how hard his life is. Thanks for joining me for this video. Hit the old subscribe and give me 100 likes, man. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.